The smartphone market in Europe, excluding Russia, is increasingly concentrating towards the top. The largest five players held a record high of 87% market share in the second quarter of this year, and that is within the context of a declining market, so a 9% fall within the same quarter. So vendors are increasingly competing over a shrinking market within Europe, a market that is also increasingly shifting towards replacement rather than upgrading, and is increasingly shifting towards staying within the same ecosystem. So, Runar, vendor strategy is something I know that you're looking at.
It has been a very, very tough start for many smartphone brands in Europe to 2025. And the trajectory going ahead is actually not that positive either. We are looking at the market starting to grow. There's a natural place of refresh, but the actual growth trajectory is not that strong. So for many vendors, it's currently a battle for market share and not necessarily one of huge organic growth in the years to come. So with the market shifting towards the largest few vendors, it is getting more important than ever before to figure out why consumers actually buy and how you capture different consumers as a brand. And among the things we're currently looking at is how this expands beyond the features and stuff. Of course, features matter, but they're often not the core component that causes a customer switch or a customer retention. So looking at things like trust and capturing consumers' imagination is more important than ever before to figure out how you can get consumers to upgrade and also upsell. Aaron, what would you say are the most important tactics vendors should apply in order to get into this area?
I mean, as you say, replacement really is like the name of the game within Europe. Consumers are replacing increasingly more than they are upgrading. So those that are upgrading may be drawn in by those extra incentives, as you say, like trade-in deals, within extra customer service, within repair support packages, within things like that. And I know that channels plays a massive part in this kind of retention and a lot of those schemes. So I know that channel strategy within Europe is also evolving. So Runar, channels is like a whole other game, I know.
Well, I think that the statistic we started on is very important. So the largest five vendors have never had a larger combined share of Europe's smartphone market. And that might reflect a bit that there is less competition happening. It definitely reflects that scale is very, very key to be successful in Europe. But I would say that competition in between the channel in each European country is still absolutely brutal. We're looking at often 3 to 4 operators. We're looking at MVNO selling smartphones. There are retail chains. There are generalist stores, there is e-commerce, direct stores, and that's not even mentioning the B2B space that's also fiercely competitive. And with the smartphone market shifting more towards the largest players, it is getting even harder for players within the channel to differentiate their offerings. And one of the big things we're looking at and will go into in the next years to come is exactly around this topic. How can channel partners differentiate their offer towards consumers? How can they work towards different brands to help them differentiate their offerings? And what should different channel partners and vendors think about as they try to capture consumers in the buying journey? So if you want to follow along with the research we do, get in touch with us and follow us.